I can remember seeing it on TikTok, I think, years ago. I can remember watching it and going, I'd love to do that. I'd never be able to do that though. When I actually went for Northcoders, I couldn't believe that I'd had that conversation with myself before of, oh, I'd love to do something like that, but you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? My name's Elle and I graduated June 2023. My current role is IT Support Engineer at Company Shop Group, which is a surplus supermarket which sells other companies' surplus, so that helps with waste and gives the customer a good deal. Before Northcoders, I worked at Aldi for 6 years. I worked my way up to a deputy manager. I loved it, I loved running around, but then it started to take its toll and I want a career. I don't want to be running around Aldi in freezing cold for the rest of my life. Tech is an ever-growing industry which I wanted to be a part of. I looked at my strengths and my weaknesses. When I was at school, I was very good at French, but I could read and write it, but I couldn't hear or speak it. So then I thought, how can I use them skills? And then I thought, I can use those skills in coding, because coding's a written language, so I can read and write it, and I've got good memory. I had a go, and I got so much joy out of actually being able to do it, and then the memory side of it was really good. I chose Northcoders because I'd seen it previously on a TikTok and thought that is something I'd really, really want to do. A few years later, when I actually started to look at options, I looked into Northcoders further and saw that you were in pair programming, so then you could work with other people. You were in small groups, which were your seminars, where you could get help from your peers, and it was really inviting and it looked like you were in something together. The support were really good because we were in seminar groups, which you had everyone in that seminar group, you could go and ask questions because we all learn at different paces. So you had your peers, you had your seminar lead, which knew you personally, so they knew your learning style, where you were up to. As well as that, we had mentors, which would check in, have a conversation with you, make sure you're doing all right, what you needed, if you needed any help with anything, or just generally checking in, seeing how you are. I had a careers advisor and they helped you with jobs. You had a jobs board as well. They helped with your CV. So you'd create your CV, then you'd send it to them. They would have a look at it, tell you how to improve it. And then if you were applying for any jobs, you'd let them know and then give you some advice and give you interview prep. I got my first job on the Northcoders job board. So it's definitely works. My current role is IT Support Engineer at Company Shop Group. I'm on the IT team for a supermarket. Any IT issues like this item showing the wrong price, we need a voucher creating, the emails are not going through, stuff like the printer's not working. I've also been doing tool refits, so gone down to a store and refit the tools with new hardware, and then making sure, testing everything, making sure everything works. So it's just a lot of problem solving. Yeah, I love it. I love that I've been able to combine my 6 years of supermarket experience with my tech support experience. Northcoders definitely prepared me for that role because Northcoders give me a lot of problem solving skills. So in the project, the final project, you had to build a back end, and that's when I found my love for problem solving. Tested the back end, and when you tested it and it were wrong, then when you found what were wrong and then it were right again, there was such joy of I found it that I love doing that. So now that's like one of the things that I really like doing, and I love testing, and that's how you problem solve, you test it. The role I have currently is not something I thought I would end up with. I didn't think I was going to end up in IT. But Northcoders helped me gain problem-solving skills. I ended up with a job in tech support in IT in a supermarket, which I combined all my skills together. I realised I'm happy where I am and on the path I am, and Northcoders helped. My advice to anyone who's wanting to do Northcoders is to definitely do it, because it was one of the best things I ever did in my life. After Northcoders finished, I kept thinking I wish I could do it again, because I absolutely loved it. It was one of the best things I've ever done, and it set me up for where I am now.